Welcome to Mindocular YouTube channel. I'm Mahalakshmi Samson. I'm a transformational life coaching strategist and a counseling psychologist. In this episode, I am going to talk about two extreme negative emotions, that is guilt and shame. In the last episode, we explored what are our emotions and what is the message our emotions has got to give us. Emotions are energy in motion. They are never static, but being energy, they always move, either in downward direction or upward direction. Emotions are present in us to school us and not to rule us. They are great teachers. Whenever we become mindful of the emotions we experience, they tell us three things. The first one is the state of our life at that point of time. And the second one is our thoughts at that point of time. And the third one is what is the next right logical step. We do have reference of some of the emotions, if not all, because the number of emotions that has been felt, named and entered into dictionary is about 2,400 plus. But at least we have a fair reference of at least 25 emotions, positive and negative. So, if we take anger, whenever we experience anger, that means our boundaries have been crossed. Boundaries means emotional, physical or mental boundaries, and we have different boundaries for different aspects of our life. When people are angry, we can see them saying things like this: how can they talk to me like this? How can they behave like this to me? How can they even think of uttering such words? How can this person slap me? Right? All these things, if you look at it in either our emotional, physical or mental, one of the boundaries has been crossed, and that is what reflects as anger in us. Right? So like this, every emotion that we experience gives us different messages. And the most important of extreme negative emotions, if you look at it, they are guilt and shame. When we understand that our emotions actually fuel our thoughts and gets us into action, right? Guilt is something we experience when we hold something from doing or we did something against who we are. Clinicians and shame researchers around the world, they accept on one fact that shame and guilt or guilt and shame can be differentiated very clearly with two sentences. They both are not same, but they both are really different. And the sentences that differentiates us or that tells us the difference is that, I am bad and I did something bad. So if you closely observe, I am bad, we are talking about our own self. It is about who we are. When we observe the sentence, I did something bad, then it is about an action. It is about the behavior, and it is not about who we are. When we actually understand that guilt is behavior, right? That is when we can also understand that is when we can also understand that it gives us huge possibility to correct what we have done. When we see people apologizing, when we see people making amendments or changing their negative behavior, then the reason for this correction is the motivator, guilt that is acting behind in their mind. But shame is not like that. Shame actually loves secrecy. And it doesn't let people to be free. That is why shame has to be handled really carefully. Shame actually corrodes our thinking path and our belief that we can correct what we have done and we are capable or we deserve to live a good life. It takes away that belief that we deserve to live a good life, and it actually destroys us if we don't attend to it. That means that we have to understand shame also at a very deeper level, isn't it? Right? Wait for my next video where you can understand more of what is shame. If you like watching this video, please share your comments. I also invite you to subscribe to my video and request you to share it to people if it is going to be helpful. Thank you very much. Bye.